The International Paralympic Committee is the global governing body of the Paralympic movement. Their vision is to enable Paralympic athletes to achieve sporting excellence and inspire and excite the world. It was founded on September 22, 1989, and is based in Bonn, Germany. The International Paralympic Committee aims to develop sport opportunities for all people with an impairment from the beginner to elite level. Their aspiration: athletes in the Paralympic Games are at the heart of their movement. Their performance and incredible stories teach the values of acceptance and appreciation for people with an impairment. The Paralympic Games links sport with social awareness, which in turn contributes to the development of a more equitable society with respect and equal opportunities for all individuals. History. Sport for athletes with impairments has existed for over 100 years. However, it was not widely introduced until after World War II. The purpose at that time was to assist veterans and civilians injured by wartime activities. In 1944, a spinal injuries center was opened at the Stoke Mandeville Hospital in Great Britain. Over time, rehabilitational sport evolved to recreational sport and then to competitive sport. On July 29, 1948, the day of the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games, the London Olympic Games, Dr. Ludwig Gutmann organized the first competition for wheelchair athletes, which he named the Stoke Mandeville Games. This milestone in Paralympic history involved 16 injured servicemen and women who took part in archery. In 1952, Dutch ex-servicemen joined the movement and the International Stoke Mandeville Games were founded. These games later became the Paralympic Games, which first took place in Rome, Italy in 1960, featuring 400 athletes from 23 countries. Since then, they have taken place every 4 years. In 1976, the first Winter Games in Paralympics history were held in Sweden and have also taken place every 4 years. Since the Summer Games of Seoul, Korea in 1988 and the Winter Games in Albertville, France in 1992, the Games have also taken part in the same cities and venues as the Olympics due to an agreement between the IPC and IOC. The next Summer Paralympic Games will be held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, from September 7th to the 18th in 2016, and the next Winter Paralympic Games will be in Pyeongchang, South Korea, from March 9th to the 18th in 2018. In the 1950s and early 60s, Eunice Kennedy Shriver started a summer day camp for young people with intellectual disabilities in her own backyard. The goal was to learn what these children could do in sports and other activities and not dwell on what they could not do. On July 19th and 20th, 1968, the first International Special Olympics Summer Games were held at Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois. There, 1,000 people with intellectual disabilities from 26 United States and Canada competed in track and field and swimming. February 5th to the 11th in 1977 in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, the first International Special Olympics Winter Games were held. More than 500 athletes competed in skiing and skating events. CBS, ABC, and NBC television networks covered the games. In June of 1981, in Wichita, Kansas, the police chief, Richard Lemieux, launched a Special Olympics awareness campaign that became the Law Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics. The Torch Run grew into the movement's largest grassroots fundraiser, raising $30 million each year. March 20th to the 27th in 1993, the 5th Special Olympics World Winter Games were hosted in Salzburg and Schlauberg, Austria. These are the first World Games held outside North America. In January 1997, Healthy Athletes became an official Special Olympics initiative, providing healthcare services to Special Olympics athletes worldwide. The program includes free vision, hearing and dental screening, injury prevention clinics, and nutrition education. On December 17, 1998, President and Mrs. Bill Clinton hosted a very special Christmas from Washington, D.C. It was the first time the White House hosted a Special Olympics gala. June 21st to the 29th, 2003, Ireland hosted the first Special Olympics World Summer Games to be held outside the United States. 5,500 athletes participated in this event. It was the largest sporting event in 2003, capturing the hearts and imaginations of the Irish people. June 2010, the first Special Olympics Global Congress was held in Morocco. Hundreds of Special Olympics leaders from around the world gathered to chart the next 5 years of work. January 2013, opening of the first Special Olympics Global Development Summit. This event brought together government officials, human rights activists, as well as leaders from the sports and business worlds to explore ways to end the cycle of poverty and exclusion for people with intellectual disabilities. The summit is held as part of the Special Olympics World Winter Games 2013 in Pyeongchang, the Republic of Korea. The next Special Olympics World Summer Games will be held in Los Angeles, California from July 25th to August 2nd, 2015. The next Special Olympics World Winter Games will be held in Styria, Austria. The mission: provide year-round sports training and athletic competition in a variety of Olympic-type sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities, giving them continuing opportunities to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, and participate in a sharing of gifts, skills, and friendship with their families, other Special Olympics athletes, and the community. Special Olympics strives to create a better world by fostering the acceptance and inclusion of all people. Through the power of sports, people with intellectual disabilities discover new strengths, abilities, skills, and success. Our athletes find joy, confidence, and fulfillment on the playing field and in life. They also inspire people in their communities and elsewhere to open their hearts to a wider world of human talents and potential. The National Senior Games Association is a non-profit corporation dedicated to promoting healthy and active lifestyles for athletes age 50 and over. A recognized multi-sport organization of the United States Olympic Committee. History. In 1985, in St. Louis, Missouri, a group of 7 men and women formed the original leadership for what was initially known as the National Senior Olympics Organization. The vision: to promote healthy lifestyles for adults through education, fitness, and sport. In the fall of 1985, they hosted a meeting of individuals who are currently conducting games for seniors in their states. That group planned the first National Senior Olympic Games, held in 1987 in St. Louis. The games were a great success with 2,500 competitors. The NSOO was formalized during the games, with a board of directors elected, articles of incorporation filed in the state of Missouri, and bylaws adopted. Over 100,000 spectators viewed the first game ceremonies featuring Bob Hope at the St. Louis Riverfront Arch. The NSGA exists today as a nonprofit organization dedicated to motivating active adults to lead a healthy lifestyle through the Senior Games movement. The Games, a 19-sport biennial competition for men and women 50 and over, is the largest multi-sport event in the world for seniors. In 2000, the NSGA added the Winter National Senior Games, which provided an opportunity for a different population of senior athletes to compete in a national sporting event. The Games also provided state senior games athletes with opportunities to compete in both summer and winter sports on a national level. The 2015 National Senior Games will take place in Bloomington, Minneapolis, and St. Paul, Minnesota from July 3rd to the 16th.